Jets up to the 30, the 20, 10, 5. Torrey Horton back to the end zone.
48-yard play. Guess who? Body up the middle, making another move to the outside. 15, 10, end zone again.
Keeps it. Nice move by Brown. He's got space. He's got 6. 35-yard touchdown for Byron Brown. A record-setting night for the South Florida quarterback.
Down so far, a little bit of a high snap. Genty right up the middle. Genty has room. Ashton Genty, give him 6.
Second and long. Lagar tries to pin it in a row. It does. Romo stays up. The Suns offense 4-3 wins. Incredible effort for Romo.
The G5 Hive. All G5, all the time.
Welcome to the G5 Hive Live. College football is back, baby. We just had week 1, and we're here to bring you G5 college football coverage that you love each and every week. I am Luke Probasco, and I am joined by my co-host this way, Justice. Justice, how was your Labor Day weekend?
It's been pretty good. Watching that intro, like Ashton Genty, give him 6 has a totally new meaning this week, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah, give him 6 touchdowns.
not only give him 6, like give him six times.
I was out with the family. I guess you would call it a glamping trip. Kid has been wanting to go camping. He wants to, go go camping out in a tent next. So we're going to do that for his birthday here soon. So I did not get to watch as much as I would like to week 1, but I got as much up to date that I could. I asked some questions, reached out to beat reporters about some injuries. So we're going to have that for you coming up soon.
Yeah, I mean, it was not a home game for Old Dominion, but obviously I spent a lot of time watching the Old Dominion game. The rain delay, thunder delay, whatever it was, certainly didn't help like get me back to being able to watch other games. But ODU had a watch party that I went to, and it was pretty cool. I got to meet some players' families, and they had raffles. They had a full-sized helmet autographed by Ricky Ronnie. Unfortunately, I did not win that. The guy sitting next to me won it. Kind of a bummer, but
and then you just had to look at it the rest of the time,
right? Well, they didn't give it to him till the very end, so
okay.
that was like the last prize. But no, it was a good weekend, and had fun. And I feel like I spent like the last 2 days doing nothing but getting our templates ready for today's show and graphics, and so hopefully it won't take me as long next week to get everything done. But yeah, man, it's been good. It's been fun, and college football's back. Love it. It's going to be gone before we know it. Hi to Billy. What's going on, Billy? Glad you could join us again. Always one of our loyal listeners and supporters, and we greatly appreciate it. And if you're watching us on YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you're watching us on X, please give us a follow, a like, and a retweet. And if you're listening in podcast form, please rate and review. We're doing good on YouTube. We're crossed the 400 follower mark. Now we're on to 500, and to the moon, man, right to the moon. And good things coming. We did an interview last week. I did an interview last week with Dylan Goffney, wide receiver from Colorado State. That dropped this morning. You and I did another interview today with the player that'll release sometime towards the end of the week. Man, just lots of stuff going on.
Lots of things to be excited for. Well, let's get into our G5 versus G5 matchups. We've got Troy at Memphis, Saturday, noon Eastern. Memphis, like we talked about, Sutton Smith. We should hear more tomorrow, but doesn't sound good for him. He may miss the season. Mario Anderson probably takes that running back room all to himself. Troy gets upset by Nevada. I would say it's an upset.
Yeah, I think so.
So we'll see how Memphis looks there. We've got anything else, I guess, that you're really looking for in that one? We had both tight ends score in that game.
I mean, just from Troy to kind of see like if Damian Taylor kind of continues his hot start, and are they going to give him more carries? This past week was like a three-headed monster, if you will. But Damian Taylor was clearly the most productive. So I'm kind of interested to see, are they going to kind of start riding him more after what he did this past week. And also looking more from Zariah Beeson there to kind of step up there alongside Devonta Ross there for the passing game.
All right, and then we've got UTSA at Texas State Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern. This one will be an interesting one. Texas State kind of messed around a little bit week one. Got another quarterback into the mix. UTSA got Owen McCowan, Devin McEwen tearing it up at UTSA. It's definitely not Frank Harris, but that UTSA offense looking pretty good. We could see fireworks. Are we going to see another North Texas, South Alabama type game here?
I think this game has that potential, right? Of all the G5 versus G5 matchups, I think this is the one that kind of has that 52-48, potential shootout there with both offenses. Showed out well last week, and expect more this week. I don't expect Texas State to give RJ Martinez a couple series like they did this past week, but I expect it to be the Jordan McLeod and Owen McCown show here in week 2.
And then Justice, you'll be at this one. Probably
I
one of your
will
favorite.
be.
You love talking about East Carolina. Like, I don't know what it is. You love those Pirates. You got East Carolina coming to Old Dominion Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern. What are you looking forward to here, Justice?
Well, you know what the thing I'm looking forward to the most, and we have not shared this news with anyone, and so we're going to tell you right now, we have media credentials for ODU home games, or road games. We go to road games. So I have media credentials for the game. I will be going to the post-game press conference. I don't plan to record anything yet. Our friends at the Monarchists, they already do that. So if I do get a chance to ask a question or anything like that, or a question comes to mind and I ask a question, I'll be sure to clip it from their YouTube podcast. But I mean, first time ever having media credentials, so I'm excited about that. I just plan to at least watch and learn, right, and kind of see where we can what we can do with our show and how having that access can benefit us. But yeah, I'm excited for the game. Old Dominion this past week. Grant Wilson, South Carolina did not beat Old Dominion. Grant Wilson beat Old Dominion. If you didn't get a chance to watch the game, Grant Wilson fumbled twice. Once like on the 5-yard line, on our own 5-yard line, and once on the 3-yard line. And so he handed South Carolina 2 touchdowns. In addition to that, he threw a interception, first and goal on the 5-yard line. So he cost ODU points there. And they only lost by 3 to South Carolina. South Carolina did not look good. The Old Dominion defense, I thought, played really well. The quarterback play is what really kind of held Old Dominion back from getting that W. It would have been a huge win. But we'll see if they can get it done this week at home against East Carolina. East Carolina looked really good this past week there with Jake Garcia. And so I'm expecting a good matchup. It's probably going to come down to like turnovers, like who wins the turnover battle probably wins that game. Old Dominion has never beaten East Carolina. And so I'm hoping this is the year we can make that happen.
All right. And then we've got Central Michigan at FIU Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern. We've got South Alabama at Ohio Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. That'll be an interesting game based off of how Ohio played against Syracuse and South Alabama played against North Texas.
That could be a shootout, right? I mean,
Yeah, that could, and we could see. Yeah, I'm excited for that game. And then Tulsa. This is a game I'm pretty excited for. Tulsa at Arkansas State. Arkansas State really had some problems in week 1, but you get some exciting play there with their quarterback Jalen Rayner, and you've got Tulsa with they came out guns blazing. That team looks like a team that could be one to be reckoned with this year. I definitely think that the future is bright for Tulsa. That game is Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, I think Tulsa was also one of the teams we were kind of higher on than most folks, and I think they really looked good week 1. This should be a good matchup. It should be a good test for them, right? Arkansas State, I didn't think looked good early on, but they did end up getting the win there against Central Arkansas. It was kind of a rough game for them, so this is going to be a good test for both teams, right? To kind of see, give us kind of a preview where these two teams might finish in their respective conferences. The South Alabama Ohio game has big time shootout potential as well, probably just behind the UTSA Texas State game. Ohio played well against Syracuse, right? They didn't get the win, but they played well. South Alabama again didn't get the win against North Texas, but obviously offensively they played really well. So we'll kind of see, who has the upper hand there, the Sun Belt or the MAC, and then the FIU Central Michigan game. I just felt like it's kind of interesting. Florida International did not play great week 1. Kind of interested to see how they will look against the Central Michigan team. Joey Labas looked outstanding for Central Michigan. The Iowa transfer there. He's probably a Luke's neighbor. Luke was probably giving him some pointers there in the off season. But yeah, I mean, kind of interested to see can Keon Jenkins and Dean Patterson get things going here in week 2 against the Chippewas.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for the scheduling portion of the show. All right. Well, that's going to do it for us this week. Come back and join us next week as we discuss what happened in week 2, as well as look forward to week 3 of the 2024 season. And as always, bring you up to date on the latest news and the happenings in the world of G5 college football. If you're watching us on YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you're watching on X, please give us a retweet, like, follow, and if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please subscribe and leave those 5-star ratings and reviews. Thank you all for your support, and until next time, we are the G5 Hive.